Okay, so I'm doing what I should have done when I first discovered my problem. I have documented it on paper and I've taken pictures, but I should have actually done this to really show what the issue is. I purchased this DPG3 from Premium Paintball in Pickering, Ontario on December 12th. It was a Saturday, and I watched the guy pull it out of the box brand new. He didn't do anything to it. He did open up the handle and set the dip switches for me. That is it. I then took the marker to the chronograph to try and tune it from 293, which was what it was set at out of the box, down to 250, which is what the field required. And you do that using that Allen bolt right there. Clockwise decreases, counterclockwise increases. As I was spinning that bolt to try and tune it down, I noticed that the regulator was spinning. I've actually put these pieces of label on to show you. That's where I first noticed it was spinning. So what I'm going to do is take this off there. As you can see, that's the one place it was spinning out of the box. Okay. So next, I noticed it was spinning here as well. There was one of the people that worked there sweeping up some paintballs outside of the actual field. He noticed I was having troubles setting the frames per second, so he came over and he hand tightened this for me, and everything was, I guess, okay. It seemed to work. So I then noticed this was the last place on the regulator it was spinning, and it said in the manual I can tighten this to prevent this from spinning. So keep in mind, where this meets the gun and where it meets this piece of the regulator, it was now okay, so I thought. So I got the proper Allen key and began to tighten this screw. When I was tightening the screw, I noticed it was getting a little stiff before it stopped. And you'll see here what happens. You see that? I'm tightening this screw, and this whole thing is actually turning. The more I tighten, the more it turns. Well, this isn't right. My brother didn't think it was right. Both of my brothers who I was with didn't think this was right. So after I replaced these elbows, these are new elbows because the stock ones do leak. I've read on the internet, and mine was actually leaking, so $7 each. I replaced both of these elbows, one here, one here. So when I was replacing these elbows, I noticed something. Remember that screw? Well, it's supposed to be used to tighten that piece onto this regulator. Well, I noticed something. As it was spinning, it was gouging all of this here. If you can see all the way along that rim, it's all gouged. From what I can see, that screw was supposed to sit perfectly between here and here. That like square U, upside down U, whatever. And it's not. The screw is sitting too low, and it's actually gouging this rim. So then I noticed after taking the piston out of the regulator, there's metal shavings everywhere. You can't see them here now because the video is not good enough quality, but my pictures clearly show metal shavings. Metal shavings in here. You can actually, yeah, you can see a little bit right in there. There's some metal shavings. Metal shavings everywhere. Okay? So that's not good. I don't care who you are. I'm not an engineer. I'm an IT guy. But I know that if you have metal shavings in something mechanical that is supposed to be within fractions of a millimeter, like say the bolt in here, and if metal shavings get in there, that can grind away at it. So I called Dangerous Power and I told them what had happened. I sent them this documented email about everything that has happened with the gun, sorry, the marker, and they agreed that I should have a new marker. But because I bought it from a retailer, Premium Paintball in Pickering, I need to talk to them. They wanted to actually talk to them and tell them to give me a new marker, because I actually did call Premium Paintball and told them what happened. The owner actually pretty well blatantly accused me of foul play. Well, he didn't accuse me. He accused the gun of receiving foul play based on the pictures I sent. So he told me that he would repair the gun marker if I shipped it out to him on my bill. Now, I spent $400 with tax for this marker. I spent over $850 that day on all the proper equipment to go with the marker so that I had proper gear. That's a lot of money, and the guy doesn't even want to flip the bill to send it back to him so he can inspect it. And he doesn't even want to replace it. He kept using the term repair over and over, and I told him, I can't accept the repair on this. I've got too much money into it. If I would have wanted something that I might have to repair, I would have bought used. I would not have spent all this money on brand new gear if it's not properly warranted. So Premium Paintball said they would step in and talk to, Dangerous Power said they would step in and talk to Premium Paintball, but I thought I would wait and send this out to Premium Paintball first and see what they say. I'm hoping they step up to the plate and have good customer service and actually replace the marker like Dangerous Power says they should, but we'll see. Anyway, I wanted to document what is going on with this marker, and I hope the video clearly shows what's wrong with it. Maybe you guys can give me your opinion on what you think. I mean, as I said, I'm an IT guy, I'm not an engineer. I've played paintball for a couple years using borrowed markers or rental markers. This is my first marker. But I do not think this is anything I did. I showed both my brothers, they both agree. I showed another friend, he agrees. This must have been a defect with the alignment of that screw. It should have actually gone between the top and the bottom here, but it hasn't. Again, you saw how these lines moved away from each other as I tightened that screw. That's very odd to me. If any of you want to comment on Premium Paintball, let me know. So far I've heard nothing but good things about them, but this I'm not very pleased with. So let me know your opinions. If I haven't covered everything in this video, I'll try and upload another one if I decide to shoot another one to cover everything, but I'm pretty sure I got everything in this video, so thanks guys.